All right, day 4 of the Whiskey Advent. Welcome. It's Thursday, unless you're actually it's still Thursday, even if you're on the other side of the planet. It's just much later, or earlier in the next day, depending on where on the planet. Okay, let's see. The votes are. Oh, curveball. Everyone's arguing about, is it going to be another 18? I'm like, it might be. Who knows? My question is it going to be Scotch? I got the premium whiskey calendar, not the premium Scotch calendar, but so far it's just been Scotch. So what are we going to get? And then somebody said the Flaviar one's going to be Catholic. I have no idea what the Flaviar one's going to be. So far, okay, let's place bets on that one, just on the theory. So far, the Flaviar calendar has felt to me like the pop music of the whiskey world. Like, biggest fan base, most people listening, kind of most marketed pop music. Loch Lomond was an exception. It was a little bit more like, oh, okay, we're getting a little interesting, but the first two are just pop culture whiskey. So either we stay pop culture whiskey with Flaviar, or we get more down the whiskey nerd path. What do you think? Poor Flaviar, I've got them taped over, so I don't know what they are. So you think noon is probably the best lives time? Let's look at what the head count does. How many people are able to join us live, and maybe that'll tell us. I think we've been averaging, 70, 60. I think we got into the 90s at one moment. So if we end up with this one getting a lot more live, then we'll know this is a good time. If not, then I think the first time I did it in the evening at 5 p.m. had the most people live at the same time, which sucks for the Europe side of things. But what are you going to do? I should probably open this so I can actually read it. And then the question, hey, from Finland, hey. Hang on. Bourbon. Really dry corn dust bourbon. Candy corn sweetness. David Lawrence said, cheers from Portugal. Have you seen the Jim Gaffigan bourbon set? No. Everyone I know is talking about it. Even non-whiskey drinkers are like, did you hear Jim Gaffigan's set about bourbon? No. I like Jim Gaffigan. He's fine. I haven't seen it yet. I think Jim Gaffigan is funny, but his style of humor is not my favorite. That's a really weird thing to say. I like his stuff. He seems like a really cool guy. He's obviously very intelligent and talented. Just, I probably will watch it because it's about whiskey at some point. I have been to St. Andrews, but not, is there a distillery in St. Andrews? Oh, no, the one that's by St. Andrews is, I have not been to, but it is the one that I was a founding member of, and I can't think of right now. Kingsbarns. It could be I don't think this is mellow corn, but it's headed that direction. It's not sweet enough for mellow corn. Too much of a dryness to it. So I think this is new oak. I have not tried anything from Clydeside Distillery in Glasgow. Heard of it, though. Yeah, I'm looking for something other than a soft, sweet corn, dusty, slight dry note. Not getting much. A very simple bourbon. Not bad, just simple. I don't think there's any finishing on this. Whiskey alternative is Longmorn 16. No, I think the closest I ever got, I actually talked about it on camera, was the Glen Glasso. Is it Glen Glasso Sandin? Yeah, The Glenglasso, I think it was the Sandin that was like, this is the closest I've ever experienced to the Longhorn 16. And then I did an A/B comparison, and they were different, but they were very much the same directionality, and it's pretty accessible. So maybe give that one a try. Dusty dry corn. We're on day 2 of class over here. We did a whole section this morning, so they're on their way to lunch right now, and that's why I'm live streaming with you guys at this time. And then as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go join them at lunch, and then we've got the rest of today to teach. Okay, the reason I'm sitting with this on the nose is I'm just waiting for it to open up a little bit and show me like something else, anything else, and I'm not getting anything else. So here we go. Oh, dry sweet corn. Slightly tannic, super sweet bourbon. Very simple. Almost boring. I don't know, man. Why? Why this one? What about this one made them go like, this belongs in a calendar? I'm starting to wonder if they're trying to get rid of like stock that they had too much on, and so they just broke it up and stuck it in a calendar. You know, Brothers Bond, no. And here's why. But that's a good fit and a good suggestion for the idea. You nailed it for the idea. But the Brothers Bond is actually it's different. It's very distinctive, super dry, tannic. It is this simple. But I can't remember who's making Brothers Bond. Is it MVP? Anyway. This is... No metallic vanilla. So it's not that shiny. Starting to get a little bit of some other kind of sweetness. Vanilla cream, maybe, like, but not metallic. I mean, it's fine. There's a chance someone might open this door and interrupt at some point, so I'll just say hi to them. Students have been able to come in here, and a couple of people in class this week are whiskey sommeliers. They might pop their head in. If so, I'll make them say hi, maybe. But we'll see. I'm going to open this just because I just want to know what it is. There's nothing else to explore on the Flavier one. I would even argue that I found more than is really in there. Whiskey. I like that Flaviar is doing this because it's letting you go blind on these until you do the QR code. But whiskey, really? That was your only marker? Where's my phone? Oh, I'm charging it. Sorry, my son is texting me his and it's really funny. He's got really eclectic taste, and his Spotify Wrapped for this year is amazing. Okay, let me see. Chicken cock. Really? So if my memory serves, maybe you guys know more about this. It was a brand from the 1800s that got revived by some guys, but they were sourcing, and they just put the name chicken cock on it because I guess people think that's funny. And oh, this one is small batch, 15 barrels. Small batch, okay. Sourced from local acclaim to international flame. I'm reading the write-up on it. Oh, Bardstown is making it now. I mean, Bardstown makes good whiskey. This is really simple. Oh, guys, when the marketing write-up gets this absurd, it's hard for me to not just kind of go. Each bottle of Chicken Cock small batch Kentucky straight bourbon is a testament to meticulous craftsmanship by Bardstown, of course, because they always make good whiskey. Matured to perfection. You mean aged until you're like, yeah, that'll work. It encapsulates the brand's historic dedication to quality. That's a whole lot of words in order to say absolutely nothing. Not that I have an opinion. I'm so sorry. I don't know where I'm getting this punchiness from, but I'm feeling a little punchy about this one. Yeah, the Flaviar calendar in Europe, evidently a different thing. Someone else commented on that already this week, that they opened a Flaviar calendar. They're not drinking the same stuff. Hang on a second. I'm looking for... See, I think I have the Chicken Cock in here. Okay. Someone brought this bottle. This is the actual bottle of Chicken Cock from the vault. And I was going to open it. Paul Guy donated this one. I thought I had one of the older ones, like before it was Bardstown or when they first launched. But this feels like a modern one, a more recent one, in which case it's probably just going to taste the same as this, in which case there's no point in opening it. So it might be buried back there, but I don't want to leave the camera empty for that long. Okay. I walked off camera once already. Let's get to the Master of Malt calendar, please. He's going for an 18. Oh, hello. This one's playing nicely. This Master Malt calendar made a calendar for Daniel Whittington. It's hitting all of my preferences. It's definitely not 30 years old. It's briny, smoky. I think Isla, it's like it's dense pear syrupy, like canned peaches syrup sweetness surrounded in like really sharp smoke. It's not Lafroig kind of medicinal. It's not Ardbeg meaty, but it's very smoky. Could be Legic, maybe. I defaulted to Isla. We've already had Bunnahabhain and Bruichladdich. We've already had 2 Islas in 3 days. If this is another Isla, that's 4 Isla whiskeys or 3 Isla whiskeys in 4 days, right? So the first day was, I'm forgetting now. Shoot. Bruichladdich we had. Bunnahabhain we had. What was the other 18? Somebody remind me. If this is Isla, that would make another Isla. I doubt 18. Is Legic? Legic does have an 18. I don't think it's Legic though. And honestly, I don't think it's 18. Maybe it is. It's so bright and not soft. Usually when you get older smoky whiskeys, the smoke sort of like subsides a little. And the 2 Islas that we had that were 18, neither of them were peated. So you're not experiencing that. But usually smoke is one of the things that tends to decrease over time as it ages in the barrels. You get a really peaty young whiskey and 25-year-old Lafroig, it's like, ooh, it's subtle and kind of interesting. And not always, but often. So I'm not sure. Was Abalor 18? Was it Abalor 18? I think it was something Sherry Cask 18. I think you might be right. I really can't remember. It's not Balvenie Peat Week because it's too shiny, bright, and slightly thin. Not Bamore, not sherry enough. Oh, soft. Low ABV. Kind of creamy, smoky, but like ashy, not, it's sparkly. Has a little bit of a hole in the middle of the palate. Not Ben Rummick, not sherry enough. Let me see if the Legic 18 is over here. No. 10. Distillers. No, I've got the 10. I've got the 10 in the Distillers edition. I don't have the 18 over there. I'm not going to guess, but I really like it. I like it a lot. Here we go. Not Glenrothes. Way too, butterscotch is too serious on that one. This is the second whiskey, Any Mouse. This is, I already did the first one, Flaviar. It was chicken cock bourbon from Bardstown, made by Bardstown. Oh, Kalila. I forgot about Kalila. It could be Kalila. I don't know. I mean, Distillers editions, that's what you mean by DE, right? How do you market Distillers edition? Like, is there something that holds them together? Because I have a bunch of independent bottlings of Kalila. We probably have 20 Kalilas over there, and 80% of them are Distillers editions, or sorry, independent bottlings. I don't know what is the common factor for Kalila editions. Are you ready? Let's find out if Tony's right. Dun, dun, dun. Not Talisker. It's not the right kind of pepper. It's Kalila. Holy shit. Tony, do you have the calendar? Because if so, you just nailed it. It's Kalila Distillers edition. If you did that off of just the calendar, nosing and tasting, good on you. Let me see if I have a version of that over here. Wow. That's amazing. Nope. Nope. 12. Kalila 11. Kalila independent bottlings. Nope. I do not have the Kalila Distillers edition, and I don't know what that is. Oh, you guessed 10 of the whiskeys first. That's true. You did just like throw a wide net. Let's look it up. Kalila Distillers edition. I'm guessing it's from this year. $130. That's not bad. Master of Malt has a landing page for it, so I'm guessing it's that one. Accept all cookies. Only $114. Not bad. I like Kalila. You know, your mileage may vary. Especially going off of the independent bottlings, Kalilas can be wildly different from each other. There's as much variety in independent bottlings of Kalila as there is, in my brain, in most Kentucky bourbon brands being lined up one after the other. And I'm going to drop that line in this, drop that statement. That'll turn the punch bowl to see how you go with that one. This is wine finished. That's probably why the density in the nose of the syrupy. Wine finished casks. Muscatel. Okay. And dried apricot. See, I don't know about dried apricot, but I definitely am getting that like juicy peach. It smells great. It's a charred peaches. Then you drizzle the peach syrup back over top of it. The palate is a little, I wish it was a little bit more so. Proof is 43% alcohol. That makes sense. I think I just splashed some Kalila on my nose. At least not my eye. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Again, Flaviar Nah. Master Malt. Hello. Oh, if you guys have any questions or anything, we got 10 more minutes to hang. And thanks for joining me. Tomorrow, let's look at the calendar for tomorrow real quick. Tomorrow. I think I might do it at roughly the same time, 12 p.m. And I'll probably do it right here in the vault again. The weekend is going to be different. I'll have to do it from my house. And it will be random when I do it from my house. So we'll set that time. Emma will be getting home super late Friday. So together we will decide, like, hey, what time Saturday are you cool if I do a live stream? And maybe I can get her to join us. What am I reading right now? Oh, no. I wish you hadn't asked that, because I'm going to be honest. And it feels a little bit like guilty pleasure instead of like, ooh, I'm reading all these fancy books. I am reading some whiskey books right now that, okay, so I'm reading 3 books right now for different reasons. I'm reading 2 nonfiction, which I don't normally do, but right now I'm reading a business book that a friend of and my mind is in so many directions right now. I'm literally going to look it up on my phone because I forgot which one it is right now. It's called The Innovator's Dilemma. And I just finished The Extended Mind. So The Extended Mind is a really interesting book by Annie Murphy Paul. And The Innovator's Dilemma, I just started it. And it is by, I'm trying to remember the author of The Innovator's Dilemma. Clayton Christensen. And I'm digging what I've read so far. I am also reading a whiskey book that someone sent me because I told them I would look at their rough draft thing on oak aging and the science and chemistry and oak aging and development of aged spirits, because nerd. And then my thing I'm actually reading, like to enjoy myself and have a whiskey and sit on the deck and smoke a cigar and read a book, or go to bed and read a book. I've been reading through all of the Jack Reacher series by Lee Child. And it's not like high fiction. It's not like super fancy. It's like eating a bag of Doritos. It's like, this is real good, actually. I'm enjoying it. It's not good for you. It's not like the fanciest dining, but I dig it. It's fun. You know exactly what's going to happen every book. You know exactly, Reacher's going to kick everybody's ass and then get hurt a little bit, then kick everybody's ass. And I find something very comforting in my world of chaos to have this like predictable but fun, almost self-indulgent fiction. And I'm enjoying it. So, are my courses for the Psalms the same as the courses from Edinburgh Whisky Academy? No, completely different program, completely different mentality and approach. I love the Edinburgh Whisky Academy. We teach some of their courses. I highly endorse them. Our program is extremely different. Way more focused on deductive tasting, communication, writing, and marketing. Whiskey for New Year's. If you are looking at black art and you can get a black art and you can afford a black art, get a black art. End of discussion. I really want a black art. I don't want to spend $600 on a black art, which is what it costs at the store that's by me that has 2 different black arts right now. And the cheapest one is $600 and something. I'm like, nope, don't like it that much. The Rivers of London books are a good read. A tad predictable, but lighthearted yet nerdy. All right, Rivers of London. Let's see. I'm writing this down. Rivers of London. Got it. Oh, a fantasy series. Okay. You ever read Robin Hobb? I'm a big fan of Robin Hobb. Big fan of Patrick Rothfuss. Obviously, Lord of the Rings. Okay. Ben Aronovich. Okay, got it. How is the split between bourbon and scotch in the song course? Level 1, we cover the 5 major countries producing whiskey. So we do Canada, Japan, America, Ireland, Scotland. As you try all of those things. Level 2, we go all in on North America. Level 3, we go all in on UK and some Japan. Level 4 is a whole other ballgame. Fairy Tale by Raymond Feist. I feel like Emma has this one. Raymond Feist. Maybe not. Magician Apprentice? Prince of Blood? This looks like one of those ones that's going to have like 8 books per series. All right, I'll hold that one on too. Whiskey Papanatatenga. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Project Hail. Oh, Andy Weir. Project Hail. I own every Andy Weir book. Love them all. Huge fan. Huge fan. Am I going to be the Delbach release of Ode? No. I wish. I actually have a client with my consulting, not a whiskey client, a track client in Tucson. And it would be a great excuse to come see my client and then hang out with Mark at Delbach and drink some whiskey, but the timing is wrong. But I am excited about getting to try that whiskey. I am going to order it. Malt Whiskey Yearbook. Yeah, there you go. That's one. Okay. Smelling. I really like this Cahuilla. It's a little sweet for my preferences for Cahuilla, but it's good. That Moscatel is serious, but the smoke is adding actual character to it. I wish it was higher proof. Oh, man. Okay, Fairy Tale, Modern Connecticut, Folklore. I like that idea. That's cool. Why is it not showing up in the searches? Oh, because I'm misspelling Fairy Tale, I guess. Oh, I am misspelling Fairy Tale. That's really funny. I was fat thumbing it. There we go. And saved. Okay, cool. I've got that one. Irish Folklore. Children of Time. All right. I'm glad that I think I successfully saved the replay of the comments section. So if you're watching this and you're not with us right now, which is most of us, most of the people who are watching these, it should replay the live comments. And if it didn't, it's, again, my fault, and I'm sorry. I've successfully figured out how to make it not run ads, so that's a thing. But I appreciate you guys. 2 minutes from clocking out on this one, and then I'm going to go join the students for class. This is fun. I will tell you guys, this is way more effort. Real enough that I'm thinking for the next few weeks, like, ooh, I might have bit off more than I can chew, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do the whole thing live every time. I'm going to be the week of Christmas. We're going to be at Emma's family's house, and I have to figure out how to make sure her whole family's okay with me disappearing every day for 30 minutes drinking whiskey on the internet, which doesn't make sense to people who are not in our world. But we'll do it. The class, I'm not attending a class. I'm teaching a class here at Wizard Academy. It's not whiskey. It is a class called Marketing with Heart, where we're teaching people how to build the brand identity of their company and the language of their company, and then use that to develop the marketing strategies and communications for their company. It's a 2-day class. We're on day 2. Most of the classes at Wizard Academy have nothing to do with whiskey. I mean, this year we held 40 classes, like 39 of them, like 8 were whiskey. The rest are business, marketing, communications, business development, leadership type things. You can check it out, wizardacademy.org. Anyway, guys, it's been good. I'm enjoying this. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm going to do it again at roughly 12:30. It seems like this time is kind of fine because I'll probably need to push it to different times over the weekend. So we'll see. Cheers to, oh, mahalo. We got a Hawaiian in the group. That's cool. I mean, I'm assuming Hawaiian. We have two people. We were talking about Hawaii last night. Sorry, I just said I would end it, but we were talking about Hawaii last night for like 30 minutes because my parents lived there for 8 years on Oahu. I lived there for like 9-10 months. Or no, yeah, I lived there for not a year. And then we have a couple who lived there for more than a decade over by Hawaii Kai, which is right also by where I live. Oh, Hilo. Nice. Never got to Hilo. Always wanted to. Okay. Yeah, I lived in Hawaii Kai off Pepeakeo. And yeah, it was fun. Cool. Cheers to you guys. And I will see you tomorrow.